Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to be learning about the pronouns we and us. There's a few rules that you need to remember when you use these two pronouns. A lot of people get these confused. So at the top it says use we with the noun subject of the sentence. Use we after a linking verb. So we is typically, you guys, at the beginning of a sentence. We can be the subject of a sentence. The subject is usually at the beginning. So I'm going to read the first example. We friends are going to the fair. So if you could see that friends is underlined, we are the friends. So you could take out that word friends and say we are going to the fair, and that would sound good. So you know you're using the right pronoun. If you said us are going to the fair, that would sound bad. So that would be wrong. Now the next part is a little more confusing. The visitors are we. This is when we comes at the end, and it's because of this rule. It's after a linking verb. Here the linking verb is are. It's not an action. So you can read this backwards. We are the visitors. And it makes sense. So that's the thing you have to remember. That's the hard part. Now, use us after an action verb. So us typically comes after the action verb. It comes at the end of the sentence usually. Another rule for us is to use us after the words to, for, with, or at. So let me read a few examples. Dad is taking us boys to the fair. So my action here is taking, is the verb. And us, Dad is taking us. Us comes after that action verb. My sister is going with us boys. So you can see that this word with is one of these words. Okay, so I want you to use these rules to do these sentences. Number 1, Mr. Locke invited we or us neighbors. So what I'm going to do, I want you to have it in your head, and I'm going to see, you can see if you're doing right. I look at the verb. It's an action, invited. What comes after an action? Us. So the answer here is us. The next one, blank friends played softball. So the subject, this is going to be the subject of the sentence. The noun subject. I have friends. Who are the friends? We are the friends. We played softball. You could take friends out. The winners were blank girls. The winners were. I don't see an action in this sentence. I do not see an action. My verb is were. So if I do not see an action, that means were is a linking verb, which means I have to use we. So you can read this backwards and say, we were the winners. We girls were the winners. Steve came with blank boys. Okay. I see 2 clues from the rules. I see came is an action, and I see with. So action and with means I need to use us. So for this one, it's us. The Cooks were we brothers, or the Cooks were us brothers? So the Cooks is the subject of the sentence. And the verb is were, which is a linking verb. So I'm going to have to use we. Blank girls brought our dog. So this looks like, since it's at the beginning of the sentence, we're talking about the subject of a sentence. So that would be we girls. Or you could take out girls. We brought our dog, and it sounds good. Sentence number 7 is the same way. We boys helped Mr. Locke put the chairs away. Mr. Locke reminded blank girls about our dog. We or us? Mr. Locke is the subject. He is reminding, so that's an action. So we have to use us. The girls wrote songs for we singers or for us singers. The girls is the subject. Wrote is the action verb. So if it's an action verb, I use us. And you can see if it sounds good. The girls wrote songs for us singers. Blank singers practiced all week. Now here we go at the beginning of a sentence again. We almost always, we do always use we because it's the subject. We practiced all week. If you took singers out, it sounds good. Lois chose blank dancers. We or us. Chose is an action. Chose us. So if you took out dancers, you would say Lois chose us, and it sounds good still. The actors were we boys or us boys. That's a confusing one, guys. So the actors were, so actors are the subject. Were is a linking verb, so I need to use we. You could read this one backwards. You could take out boys and say we were the actors. Number 13, were we friends the last to arrive or were us friends the last to arrive? Tricky one. So it's towards the beginning of the sentence. It's a linking verb. We were the last to arrive. They laughed at blank clowns. They is the subject. Laughed is the action verb. And so us is the answer. They laughed at us. You could take out clowns and it sounds good. And our last one, the next performers were blank singers. The next performers were, I see that were again, is that linking verb. Linking verb, with the linking verb you use we. So, the next performers were we singers. You could read it backwards. You could take out singers and say we were the next performers. Okay, boys and girls, you are going to have an assignment to do on your own now. I think it's eight sentences using we and us. Please follow those rules. Think about the verb in the sentence. Think about what the subject and the action is, and you will have great success. Bye-bye.